Absolutely. Boom. Bam.
Good.
Ba-da-ba-ba.
What was the difference between that previous intro and the intro we're doing now?
I'm mentally prepared.
You're mentally prepared. It's a glorious day.
It really is.
I don't know why I decided to wear black. Usually I wear black on like rainy days.
I'm wearing black.
You're wearing black as well.
Yeah.
It's not good for the sun.
You're not
Apparently,
you're wearing black. Oh my God, we're actually matching.
we're matching
Wow.
fully, almost. Well, color
Yeah.
coordination is kind of the same.
Well, I'm wearing a blue.
Same phone case.
Of course. Black trousers, black bottoms,
Yep.
black trainers.
Yep.
Blue top. I'm wearing a dungarees dress, but he's not wearing
You're
that.
moving. Do you know? I've always wanted to buy myself a dungaree dress.
I think
Not dress, sorry. What do they call it? The male version.
just dungarees.
Yeah. Is it called a jumpsuit?
No, it's just called dungarees.
Yeah, I want to buy myself. Do you think I should? Do you
I think it's so wavy. I think it's so nice.
I like to buy the denim blue one.
Yeah.
Even the black one. Black
all
one's not
black
bad.
is good.
Calm.
Yeah, why not? Might have to wear it for Eid clothes.
Eid al-Fitr. Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I hope it is.
Maybe we should have found out before we said it. Are you looking forward to Eid? It's like 3 weeks away.
So I don't know, my throat is just a bit, my
Oh.
allergies are just.
Oh my god. Sort it out,
my,
darling.
my partner David didn't get my allergy tablets
Oh,
in the
God.
morning. I have to wait till later. What if I'm looking forward to Eid? Well, I've got 16 nieces and nephews, so
16,
it's like,
hey!
it's really difficult to just
How you gonna, like, honestly, when it...
give presents,
Do you guys give presents?
Yeah, we do, actually. We actually try and make
I've
an effort.
never received an Eid present.
Really?
Never.
It's because our family is multicultural.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course, you've got mixtures.
Yeah. So it's like they've remixed Eid and made it a bit similar to Christmas
Uh-huh.
because they don't want. Obviously, they have family members that
Yeah.
are non-Muslim, and they obviously celebrate Christmas. So you've got to make it the same big deal for Eid as well.
I hear that.
Creating a balance.
I think that's a really good idea.
100%.
When I have children, inshallah, I'm going to definitely make Eid as hyped as possible.
Do you remember when you said, "I don't even know if I want to have children"?
No.
Guys, why did man act up like
I'm
this?
convinced. I think I will have children now,
Of course you will.
but I don't know if I want to have children. That's the
Why?
thing. Because on one hand, I don't want to
Can
have
you turn the
children.
aircon on?
Because
I'm hot.
you want to hit? Alright, cool. On. Is it working? I can't quite tell if it's. Oh no, yeah, it's because. It's alright. I have to turn the car on.
Oh, okay. So we have to waste electricity,
It's
gas,
more like petrol, but it's fine.
petrol. That's it.
Let's
Oh,
put it
turn
on
off,
cold
turn
air.
off, turn off.
So on one hand, I really despise the idea of having children because
Word, man said
children are
despise.
trash.
Huh?
Kids are trash.
What?
Teenagers are worse. So, in that respect, I'm scared, anxious.
Was you a trash child?
Of course I was. Why do you think I don't want children? I was one of the worst, man.
I mean, they say whatever you do to your parents, your kids will do.
I know.
10 times worse.
I don't know. I mean, I have been good to my parents, but I've also been. I haven't even been bad to my parents. I've just been a shit child in terms of representation. Like, I don't know if they would be proud to call me their son.
But what
When
have
I
you
was-
done that is not right?
Oh,
I mean,
where should I begin? Where's the list?
you could be a druggie, you could be a crackhead,
I mean,
you could be.
I wouldn't take it that far, but
Like, exactly. There's so many other things in this world that you could possibly be.
yeah, true.
But today you're a podcaster.
Today I'm a podcaster.
I mean, they should be proud.
Yeah,
I don't know if I, would be
I
proud.
think they
but-
should be proud.
I don't know if I would be a proud mum, but
No, I think you would be.
who, me?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm proud of anything, to be honest. I'm here to support any cause.
thank you. Well, I'm
Boom.
glad that you're here. Destiny and fate has brought us together
100%.
to sit on this
Would you like to introduce yourself?
car. Oh, we haven't done that. 4 minutes, 30 seconds in. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Tomato Podcast, episode 37. Am I right?
No, it's 36.
You're lying. It's not 36, it's
I'm thinking
37.
It's 37. Yeah.
Episode 37. Yeah, I think I'm sure. Let me
I'm
double
joking,
check.
it's
No, you're
37.
right,
You're
yeah. Alright.
absolutely right.
Stop putting doubts in my head, man. Episode 37. My name is Farhan, and I'm joined with my amazing, brilliant,
Beloved.
beloved co-host,
Pfizer, I'm talkative.
Hey.
Yes.
I think, do you know what? Yeah, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
Of all the podcasts that I've listened to who have like co-hosts and,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? Like a duo. I think we're the best duo out there.
You think so?
I think we have the best chemistry in terms of like podcast
Just our
co-hosting
vibes.
relationship. Yeah. I think we do really bang. Like,
I mean, I think it comes from the fact
it
that I'm
clicks.
an Aquarius and like I'm a female.
what does
and
Aquarius even mean though?
I'm just like down to earth. I'm
Yeah.
able to like adapt to people's.
Oh yeah, you were born in May, right? No. Sorry, March, right?
Sorry, if it was May, that means my birthday is this month.
Yeah, sorry. It was March, isn't it?
No, February
Oh.
the 12th.
My bad.
Yeah, 2 days before Valentine's Day.
Ooh.
Can you believe I used to go around and say this to promote my birthday? It's just 2 days before Valentine's Day. Just so people
loser.
can remember it.
Well, I still go around telling people my birthday's the same day as Jackie Chan, so you know Jackie Chan, right?
Of course I know who Jackie Chan.
Are you sure?
What?
No,
you don't look convinced.
Nah, you
Why?
just have a confused look on your face.
It's my eye. It keeps on watering. Guys, man, I'm struggling now. I'm fasting and I didn't take my hay fever tablets last night.
What's the matter with you?
Yeah, I'm bugging. On my right eye, can you see?
Yeah,
It's
no,
just
I didn't have no
twitching.
suhoor last night for the first time.
Do you want to tell people what suhoor is?
Suhoor is it's the meal
Yeah.
before the rising of the sun. So let me just introduce this podcast.
Yeah.
Why didn't I do that?
Why are we so discombobulated?
Hey, you know what? Yeah, do you know how many times I heard that word?
Yeah.
The first time I heard it this week was introduced to me by a 6-year-old.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
and then afterwards I've been repeating it ever since. I don't
Okay.
know.
It's such a great word.
I think she was just like something discombobulated, and I was like, what? She's like, do you not know what that means? I was like, no. So it means confused.
Really?
It means confused, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Like, it's just the best way to describe
Yeah.
being confused. Do
Lot
you
of
want to close the
synonyms
window
there.
so that, like,
Huh?
do you want to close the window?
Alright, cool.
I feel like I'm being attacked by
There you
pollen
go.
right now.
How do you feel? Do you feel alright?
Yeah, I feel okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Feeling cool?
Yeah, I feel nice.
Cool. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is Ramadan 2019, and the next 4 episodes we're going to be dedicating to you guys in a manner which aims to represent our religion, our culture, and some of the important issues surrounding our communities
Mm-hmm.
in and around the world, while still maintaining some level of trending topic, news, evaluationist commentary.
Why did you say analyst?
I don't know.
I'm joking. Analyst doesn't even, that term doesn't
I just
even
wanted to
work.
sound sophisticated.
I mean, it kind of, it made sense, you know?
Good.
Well done.
Thank you.
Well done.
So we're here on our first episode. This is like a Ramadan special, episode 1.
Part
but
1.
Obviously, I can't really write that on the title because, like, you know what I mean? I'm only limited to 100 characters.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I have to choose my, like, titles very carefully.
Okay.
So anyways, Ramadan special episode 1. We've got I wouldn't say jam-packed. I would say very, very carefully picked topics that we're going to discuss. Some of
Yeah.
them of which are very, very important, and others aren't. Like Tati, is that her name? Tati?
James Charles.
James Charles. Wow. I was actually contemplating like a couple of days ago, and I saw it on the trending bit on Twitter. I was really contemplating hard whether I should like, because it's mad funny, innit? It's just something to end the day on like a light note. I find it hilarious that this situation has happened.
I mean,
They're arguing over what? Makeup.
an Instagram post
Yeah.
that he made because it doesn't support him.
I just
Whatever.
find-
Let's just get to it later
Go on.
because do you know what? I just feel like
Go on.
I'm tired of like, okay, I'm just gonna say one thing. I'm really tired of like just bullshit.
Yeah.
Kind of like
Bullshit. Like,
yeah.
in terms of,
bullshit
if you
news
compare it to the news
constantly.
earlier in this week, like the Russian incident and also that the Israel and Gaza situation, and then you
Yeah.
come to something like this and you're like,
Why is this like more important? Like even Kim Kardashian having a baby,
nah,
it's like
I don't care. She had a baby.
yeah. I mean, she wasn't pregnant. Someone was carrying the baby.
But she's
for
had the
her,
baby,
so,
right?
Yeah.
So I didn't even know that.
I
Just
mean,
doesn't
it's
matter.
all over the blogs and stuff. So I'm not surprised. So should we start with sharing our condolences to
Yeah.
the 41 people that had died
Yeah.
in the the plane crash, or
Yeah.
Russian plane crash.
Oh, also, can I just say,
yeah.
it's the last day of the Premier League, so can we just take a moment of maybe 2 seconds silence just to
Are you really
commemorate the
Are
fact that...
you really gonna compare?
What?
the,
Oh shit, that was bad timing. That was really bad
I
timing.
know.
Oh god. All right, nah, let's forget it. No, sorry.
Oh my god.
That was so bad.
Oh wow.
All right, cool.
Okay.
By the way, Man City have won the title. They're 4-1 up against Brighton.
Farhan! I'm talking about people that have died in a plane crash.
And I feel really sorry for Liverpool because they've tried so hard to win the
No,
league.
wait. Just wait a minute.
All right, cool. Let's
You
let's
can
get
talk
into it.
about football in
Sorry,
10
sorry.
seconds.
All right, calm. All right,
Okay.
right. So, okay, this situation with
I'm actually shocketed right now.
Shocketed. No.
I
This
can't
no.
really- do you know
Sorry,
what-
I wasn't paying attention to what you were saying.
Yeah,
That's why I
can
went
see.
right into
yes,
it.
I can see. Okay,
Okay.
that's fine.
41
Anyways,
people dead in a
so-
Russian plane fire. This situation was so bizarre because no one really knows how this fire started.
Yeah.
So basically what happened was the plane took off to go to a different city in Russia, and then 30 minutes later it had to do an emergency landing because one passenger said that they thought the plane was hit by lightning, whilst the other Russian news outlets are saying that something had happened whilst it landed.
Yeah, with the communication.
So when it landed, there was a really, really bumpy landing, and then somehow fire ignited.
And then it went on fire.
Went on fire. 41 people died. 37 survived.
I think that's what is the most scariest thing as well.
What?
Being in such a scary situation where people are screaming and people are basically dying in front of you, and then you survive. It's like you literally relive that moment nearly every day of your life.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, that's really scary.
Yeah, it is.
I don't think I've ever been in a situation where I've witnessed. Actually, no. I've near death experiences, but not
Same.
death. Like I haven't experienced death. And I don't know what it would do to someone. I mean, imagine you being in that plane. Like, how would you think you'd be able to wake up the next day and act normal again?
Of course not.
To some extent, I think I would.
No, trust me, you won't. I mean, you continue your day.
Yeah.
And you would continue, doing what you need to do, but the effect that it will have on your mental health will be quite severe. So we share our condolences towards.
By the way,
families
can I
and
just put
friends.
this in? The
Yeah.
families of those killed in the plane have only received about 11.6k, £11,000, something like that. Because who's responsible for this ultimately?
The plane, the plane company,
Yeah.
the people that actually made the plane.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Are they?
Yeah, 100%
And they're only giving the families 11k.
each.
Yeah.
What, is that dollars?
It's equivalent to pound. It's 11,000 pound base.
That's not.
It's
that
it's
is-
1 million whatever they
That's not a lot of
have
money.
over there.
11k is nothing.
I'm surprised that no one's actually pointed their fingers and have become outraged from this whole situation.
And the thing is as well, I think Russia's kind of known for having plane crashes like this.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of the articles was like, what is it with Russian airlines and them constantly crashing?
Well, I know Malaysian Airlines is quite bad.
I mean, it's a bit weird, isn't it?
Mm.
It's worrying. I mean, I love traveling and all, but
Yeah, because you travel a lot.
well, I haven't really traveled this year, and I don't travel that much. I know people that travel a lot.
Yeah.
My friend actually just come back from a 6-month Asian trip.
Yeah.
He was living his best life.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm definitely not traveling a lot. So Ramadan week 1, how's it been?
You tell me.
Shall I go first?
Yeah, go on.
Well, I would definitely say I can't believe is it day 7 now?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, day 7.
Yeah, because we started last Monday.
Yeah, so day 7, it's gone quick. I can't believe that there's actually 3 weeks left. And the fact that I don't know, I was quite scared when before Ramadan started. I was like, ooh, Ramadan starting.
Wait.
I was a bit nervous. I think I'm quite a nervous person, I'm starting to realise that.
Do you have anxiety problems?
Absolutely not.
You don't?
No.
Oh, okay.
But
Or you just nervous?
no, I think I get excited about things quite.
And it turns into nerves.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm gonna have to decline your call. Yeah, I was just a bit nervous about it, and I was like, oh, I don't know how I'm gonna like adapt, and I don't know how things are gonna be, because every Ramadan is different.
Yeah, 100%. I totally
Like
agree
every
with that.
Ramadan has a different vibe. Every Ramadan is like you fast differently. Obviously the year of like the month obviously is different each year, and how long you're kind of fasting for is different. So I was just like, I don't know what to expect. But yeah, like I've gone to work. I've realized I'm quite energetic actually.
Yeah, it's proven when you're fasting, your energy levels increase.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of people when they're like on their weight loss journey or whatever, a lot of fitness fanatics, they always have a day in the week where they fast.
Yeah, I feel like it's definitely I feel like, I know this sounds crazy, but even the way I smell has changed.
Okay.
And like my gut feels much lighter already.
Yeah. Mine does. My gut's been fucked. So, oh my god, I swore. Alright, go on.
That's one thing I like about Ramadan. It really patterns it
it does. It makes you
think
conscious. It makes you really conscious about the way you behave and your akhlaq and all that kind of stuff.
So yeah, like this week's been good.
What's been your biggest obstacle so far?
My sleeping pattern has been really, really off. I mean,
but your sleeping pattern's off anyway.
It's
always off. What do you mean?
I know. So do you know? Yeah, it is, but it's gone worse now.
Yeah.
Because I'm out here sleeping at 3:30.
Fair enough.
Well, not 3:30, like 4.
Yeah.
I mean, that is pretty late.
That is late.
Considering that I need to be up for work at 8.
Oh my god, I completely forgot about you people.
Yeah,
you need to wake up early in the morning to get to
9 to 5.
Bruv, I've been taking advantage.
Really?
Of just not going in at the time that I need to go in.
I mean, I think I need to talk to my employer about this, because it is quite difficult, actually.
I can imagine, man.
Yeah,
you only get like 3-4 hours sleep.
Yeah,
it's
and
awful.
It's like, but then I was napping when I was coming home, but then I was doing my uni work, so I was a bit discombobulated actually. Like that is the best way to describe it, because some days I was like in the library and then obviously going to break my fast with my friend who isn't a Muslim actually, and she's also just trying out fasting.
Oh, how's she found it?
For the first time. The first day she was a bit like, we went to Busaba to break our fast, and obviously we had our dates. And then she took a sip of water and was like,
Go on.
and she goes, wow. I'm so sorry.
No, I'm waiting for the punchline, man.
No, she just said wow when she took a sip of water.
As in, like, the excitement.
As in, like, wow. As in, wow, water.
Yeah,
she
yeah,
just appreciated it so much.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't think you understand. It's good to see other people trying to fast. I have a few friends that actually are not Muslim that actually do fast every year.
Yeah.
Every time I look back, I'm like, I can't stop laughing. So yeah, she's been fasting, and she's been really very, very conscious as well about like
that's the
just
most
things,
important thing.
things that she's been doing. And she's like, even we've noticed that our body smell has changed, our body odor. Like it just smells lighter.
Yeah.
Obviously, because we're not eating that much.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
sick.
That's for me. I mean, I just want to share also a story.
An anecdote.
It was a story that I had come across on Twitter, where there was this guy tweeted that his 12-year-old nephew returned from a geography trip from his grammar school. Yeah. With his grammar school, and then his non-Muslim teachers woke up at 3 a.m. to prepare food for the 10 boys that were fasting. And I was just like, that's like, such a nice. Yeah, it's so cute. Yeah. And
why is he fasting? If he's 12 years old, is he,
he's only 14.
Oh, he's 14.
He's 14.
It's fine.
My niece is fasting. She's in year 6.
Yeah.
So how old is that? 11?
Well, does she need to? She doesn't need to. Well, you told me, does she need to?
I mean, she wants to.
Okay, if she wants to, I guess,
yeah. And I think it's just good for the body, to be honest.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
And it's just good discipline, and just kind of like...
Very good discipline.
Yeah, it's
just that's one thing I love about fasting. It's that it really channels your focus onto something
different
specific.
Things. and you realize what's important and what's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's another story that I came across as well, where a Muslim colleague had asked the hotel if he could have a snack before he began his fast. And they said, okay, please come down at 2:30. And when he went down, they did a full breakfast meal for him.
That's so cool.
And this was at a hotel called Accor Hotels.
Where's that?
Ibis, Dublin.
Oh, Dublin. Okay.
I'm
Ireland.
so fresh sometimes. I love it. Yeah, so it was just it was really nice to like come across those stories.
Yeah.
And I hope like more people kind of push that out there as well.
Yeah.
Considering that kind of negative things are sometimes kind of pushed out more in the media.
I haven't been paying attention to any stories or anything like that.
Yeah, you've been airing me.
Like, no,
guys, he's been airing.
Levels,
he aired me this whole week.
I've been consciously airing people. That's the worst part. But you know why? Literally, the thought of picking up my phone and replying to messages stressed me out.
Why?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Okay.
Like, I have been wanting to just dash my phone out the window. I don't know why.
Wow.
Do you know what it is? Let me explain to you.
Okay.
Basically, during this first 7 days, I've been very, very active in, very careful and active in listening to certain things and doing certain things. So throughout the whole week, I've been listening to a range of different podcasts and sort of.
So you don't want to share that with me now?
No. But let me explain. So podcasts, I mean like two specific shows, the Islamic History podcast.
Okay.
So I've been educating myself a lot about where this religion has come from and the historical context behind, you know, the growth of it, everything. And so when I'm listening to these things, I'm having to really consciously pay attention and take in every detail. So by the time I listen to one episode, my brain is so exhausted. The thought of picking up a phone and thinking what to message someone stresses me out.
Really?
Yeah.
I get that feeling though.
Yeah. So I'm fasting and I'm
that
listening to
feeling.
all of these things like non-stop throughout the day, and my head is so like tired and exhausted from taking in all of this information. The thought of just talking to anyone or just saying hi to anyone is just like, nah.
Yeah, I understand.
Do you know what I mean?
I get it.
Let me quickly touch on my experiences this first 7 days.
Well, you're gonna have to share the
Ramadan.
podcast with us. Maybe you can
do you
tag it
Oh yeah, no,
at the bottom so
excellent,
other people
amazing.
can listen
Yeah,
to
I
it
would.
too.
Really, really good podcast. I highly recommend everyone to take a listen into it.
Because obviously I'm not listening to music this month.
Yeah, no, honestly, me listening to this podcast has been one of the best ways to sort of divert listening to music or rubbish or anything like that, or even any other podcast for that matter. The guy's American, and he goes into a lot of detail and emphasis on specific details and aspects of how the Islamic Empire grew. So from the time Prophet ﷺ, when he passed away, and first Khalifa came into play, Abu Bakr, he goes into really...
What's a Khalifa?
Khalif. So it's a successor of the Prophet.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, but you just want me to explain.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. So Khalif in Islam is successor, and in this context is the individual who succeeds the Prophet, because obviously when he brought Islam into civilization, there was an importance, there was a need for, you know, someone to lead the people, and to also spread the message. So it was really interesting. I mean, I could go days and end and tell you all about sort of the first few successors and what they got up to, and bruv, even like the battles that they faced with the Persians and the Romans, and even the Romans are actually mentioned in the Quran.
Yeah.
Isn't that, how amazing is that?
I mean,
The one whole surah, one whole chapter is named after the Romans.
I'm not surprised, because the Quran is one of those things. It's like it really does speak into the future.
Yeah, it speaks. No, not only does it speak into the future, but it's a book of. It's a book.
Yeah.
Not only is it a book of spirituality, a book of preaching, but it's a book of history as well.
Yeah.
So it speaks to you about current affairs, things that are going to happen, and certain things that are going to manipulate other things. If that makes sense.
Teachings and like just how to respect.
Yeah.
Like certain people and okay.
Yeah. So that podcast has been amazing. It's called the Islamic History Podcast Show.
Okay.
That's what it's called. I've also been watching a movie. Yeah. Oh my God, you need to watch this movie. It's called A Message.
Okay.
Have you heard about it?
No.
The Message. So it was a film made in 1977. It's about the Prophet.
1977.
1977. So it was about the Prophet receiving the message. Yeah, it is really old, but it's awesome. Really, really good. I haven't even finished watching the movie. I'm only half an hour into it, and I am so excited to finish watching this.
So you need to share
evening.
this stuff with me
Bruv.
because
It's sick,
I want to learn too.
honestly. The way you said that. But no, the reason why I love this film, is because imagine you trying to think, trying to get an idea of what it was like back then.
Yeah.
Because we always do this.
Yeah,
I
always do it. Yeah.
Always, whenever we hear any stories of the Sahabas, which is
Yeah.
the
Friends of the Prophet.
the followers of the Prophet.
Yeah.
Whenever we hear stories, we always try and paint an image in our head.
And
This
like,
movie,
what were they wearing?
this
what were they
movie
eating?
does an amazing job of drawing that image out for you.
Okay.
So it has the Kaaba in there, but it's not just the normal Kaaba. The Kaaba is obviously the black box in Mecca.
Yeah.
This is like what it would look like back
But
then.
yeah, the simplicity.
Awesome,
and
absolutely
just the
incredible film.
details.
So I highly recommend
Sick.
watching that. Again, let me just quickly touch on how I've been. So this week has been amazing,
Okay.
spiritually and
Wow.
as an individual for myself. I've been
Yeah.
really, really working hard on myself,
Yeah.
and I've been trying to consciously, A, become a better person, B, control my inner thoughts and the way that I'm processing things,
Okay.
and C, really try and form some sort of connection with God.
Okay.
Which I was always. I mean, I've never had a Ramadan like I'm having this year.
Really?
This year is
That's
really
beautiful.
different. This year, I'm really. I can taste it.
Mhm.
I can taste the sweetness of Ramadan.
Okay.
which is great.
I like that.
Good,
So
fantastic.
would you say it's been a week of just self-reflect?
Self-reflection,
Okay.
but also knowing where I'm at with my connection with God and trying
100%.
to build it.
And find
further.
a balance, because I think sometimes we forget how to like. I feel like sometimes in Ramadan we kind of just exclude everything
Yeah.
on the outside and just focus on that.
Yeah.
And it's like after Ramadan, it slowly like
Yes.
drifts
Oh my
away.
God. Yes. So
yeah, this week I've been also thinking about how I'm gonna like,
continue.
apply, my
Exactly.
religion
I mean,
to my everyday
I'm
life.
so glad you said that because
and
that's
embrace it.
yeah. That's literally
in everything
what I
I
meant
do.
by saying how am I going to
Yeah.
continue forming that relationship with God, because I would rather be someone who gets habits, good habits, forms them, continues them, then become 100% all out pious for 1 month.
Yeah. I
Like,
hear you.
For me, it stresses me out to be 100% pious for 1 month, then
It's a lie.
to know who I am, where I'm at, to try and form these little habits going forward, and then build on that.
100%.
Do you know what I mean?
100%.
So I'm really happy with where I am, and I'm only gonna build and hopefully for it to get better. And really, this is the first year where I wished Ramadan could be 12 months, all year round,
Wow.
because I've loved it so much. I really like it's helped me so much.
That's good.
Yeah. Anyway,
That's really good.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you.
thank you.
You weren't airing me for no reason.
Nah,
now.
man.
I'm happy.
Yeah, thank you. I don't know. Yeah, I met Ali Dawah yesterday as well. You know Ali Dawah?
Yeah.
You don't like him?
That one man.
No.
Mm.
Ali Dawah. No, I need to take you to Speaker's Corner, man.
Did you get to Speaker's Corner?
No, I didn't go,
yesterday?
but he goes to Speaker's Corner a lot.
Oh,
He's got a
okay.
massive YouTube channel. It's almost like he's got like over a
I
million.
don't know who.
subscribers.
I thought you were talking about Dawa, man.
No, I don't really
Sorry.
like that one, man.
Yeah, so
He's a bit.
let's
Alright,
not
cool.
talk about him.
Yeah. All right. So what are we moving on to?
He's
next?
funny.
He's mad funny. Yeah, man, he's mad funny.
Yeah. Bit of a shouter, isn't it? But anyway,
Just a bit.
moving on.
So
The importance of
the importance of the first 10 days. Okay.
Yeah.
So moving on from our experiences of Ramadan, and actually because we understand that quite a lot of Muslim, or I would hope quite a lot of Muslim listeners will be listening.
Yeah.
So we want to try and give you guys some sort of advice and hopefully try and help you to make the most out of the first 10 days, because the first 10 days of Ramadan are known as the days of Rahmah,
Yeah.
mercy, right?
Forgiveness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I
Oh,
say
yeah, no, yeah, mercy. That's what
Mercy.
it means. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Is Rahmah mercy?
Yeah, rahmah is or
Okay.
forgiveness.
Oh, forgiveness. Okay, fine.
Yeah, the mercy of Allah.
Good. Yes. All right.
Yeah,
So
you're right.
why don't you give us or do you want to give us maybe
I wouldn't
some sort
definitely. I wouldn't say I want to advise.
of, not
people
advice, but
necessarily.
just from your personal sort of experiences, what
I
do you
mean,
think?
I'm going to
best
talk
way?
about myself.
Go on.
So this week as well, I've been kind of just asking God for forgiveness. Just for like ignoring our. Okay, this might sound lame, but like our relationship.
Yeah.
Like, I just feel like I've been not necessarily ignorant,
Yeah.
but I know that when I'm trying to, let's say, communicate with my friends or communicate to people that like I love and whatever, when I'm stressed, sometimes they don't give you the answer that you want,
Right.
and it's like, I don't know how to say this in the most non-weird.
Just say it, man.
Like, I just feel like me and God are best friends,
Yeah.
and He can hear.
Do you know why?
Like, what?
You know, because you know this month the shaitan is locked away.
Yeah, but like this is just like
I
in
can
general.
I can feel it. I can feel his absence.
Yeah.
Fully.
There's no passa in your ear.
Yeah, 100%. Big man things.
Wassa, that's it.
The smallest of
Wassa,
things,
that's-
the smallest of things that I used to do, which was obviously bad, I'm not doing now. I'm refraining from doing it.
Yeah.
And I don't even feel like I need to do it.
Yeah, I hear what you mean. And yeah, I just feel like I've been able to really just say to God, look, I know I've been like not a bad friend, but it's like I've been a bad kind of like worshipper, you know? And like just forgive me for like ignoring and like taking advantage of what I have. Like as much as I'm like grateful for everything that I have in my life, I just feel like if I just paused sometimes and really reflected my decisions, things would be easier. And yeah, it's just made me like realize that a lot of decisions that I make is sometimes it's just like based on just the world.
Impulsive.
Yeah, it's quite impulsive, and sometimes it's good, and sometimes it's like you really didn't need to do that. But okay, let me pray now to God to help me out of the situation. So yeah, I'm really learning how to like just pause and be grateful and really think through everything and go through all the motions that I need to go through, whether it's through my uni work, whether it's through my emotions, like just everything. I'm just like feel it.
I'm really glad you mentioned that, because one thing like that I've done, like I've realized this week that I've become more conscious of is definitely counting your blessings and not thinking what's next, because we have a really bad habit as human beings of chasing, I don't want to say, it's bare cliche, but chasing this world, as in
100%.
always looking ahead, always looking forward. What's next?
I want to be like this.
What's my next venture? What's my next goal? What's my next aim? But we like majority of the time, we don't ever stop to think, oh my God, I've got this. Like, I'm so grateful.
100%.
Like, I'm the biggest victim when it comes to cars. A year ago, I would have dreamed to be driving such a nice car.
I said I'm the biggest victim.
I
when
swear
it comes to
down.
cars.
Nowadays, I'm looking at my window like, ooh, all right, cool, that's next. Like, for no reason.
Yeah,
for no reason. And there's no reason for me to be doing any of that.
100%. You've got a nice car. You've got everything you need. Mashallah.
So,
Like,
do you know what I mean? Like, sit back, relax, kind of thing.
yeah.
Count your blessings and be grateful. The fact, and do you know what? I read something. It was like a hadith, a saying of the Prophet. Obviously, I can't say word for word, but it was like, okay, it was. I don't think it was a hadith. It was someone posted something, and it said
Basically
something.
a quote.
Yeah, and it was something like, what gives you the right to be asking for anything when you haven't even been grateful, or you haven't thanked your Lord for the amount of breaths that you've taken?
Wow.
Because a breath is what keeps you alive, right?
Yeah.
The breath in your body is what pumps your blood around your body.
100%.
Is that your mate?
No.
Oh.
He was just like, just supporting.
Oh, he's supporting the movement, yeah? You know
Yeah,
what I should do? I should spray paint the car to my podcast. You know? No, I can't do that. That's too lame. That's too much of an attention.
Oh, he was so proud. He looked so proud. He looked so proud, didn't he?
I didn't see his face.
He was just like, yeah. He got off the phone and was like, yeah, keep going.
Thank you, bro. That will be our story for our acceptance speech.
Okay.
Anyway, as I was saying, so breathing, so imagine every breath that you take is pumps blood around your body.
Yeah.
Without that breath, you're nothing, right? How many breaths have you taken in your life? And how many times have you stopped to say, oh my God, I'm so grateful to be breathing?
Wow.
It's deep, innit?
Yeah.
So I want to go through a few like tips on how you can take advantage of the first 10 days, especially like getting God's mercy. And again, if you're Muslim, if you're non-Muslim, you can still apply this to your life.
Yeah.
Some of them you will, some of them you won't. But the first one is dhikr, which is the remembrance of God, and supplication. You know, it doesn't hurt. I mean, most of us, I remember myself, I used to be the biggest victim of this. If I did something wrong, in my head, the first thing that would come into my mind is, what's the point of me asking for forgiveness when I know I'm not going to be forgiven? But who are you to say that, you know, you're not going to be forgiven or you're not going... Do you know what I mean?
I know this sounds so bad,
Go on.
Joe, but I'm complete opposite. I'm
Really?
like, God's so merciful, he's going to forgive me.
100, yeah, exactly.
And I'm like...
But that's what you should think.
Yeah, but like, that... Sometimes it's not good, because you're like...
Yeah, because you
I
take
could always
advantage of that
repent,
situation. Yeah.
And I will still kind of do what
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to do. But yeah, continue.
No, so me, like, when I do something bad, I always... What's the point? Like, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
But do you know, I was reading something and I was actually listening, I think I was listening to something, and it was like the Satan actually puts those
Thoughts
sort of
into your
thoughts
head.
into your head,
Yeah.
and it really upsets God when you don't ask for his forgiveness, because he is, at the end of the day, all merciful. Renewing your intentions. Renewing your intentions is very, very key, because
Oh, yeah, this is amazing. Go ahead.
really, really important, because oftentimes I don't want to say most people, myself, you know, talking about myself firstly from previous experiences,
Yeah.
whenever I'm fasting, it would be, okay, I'm fasting because I don't want to eat and I just want to get through this day,
Yeah.
and I just want to prove to myself that I don't need to eat anything or drink anything.
Yeah.
But in actual fact, you're fasting for the pleasure of Allah. Like, you should be
Yeah.
pleasing God, and you should be trying to discipline yourself to try and get that connection with God. So in terms of making your intention, absolutely crucial. I don't know what you wanted to say.
I was gonna say that's something that I was talking to my friend about yesterday.
Yeah.
Everything that I want to do from now on,
Mm.
I want it to be very intentional.
Mm.
Like, just everything that I do,
It's important, man.
like just moving with intention.
Mm.
Like just especially with my friendships, my relationships, my decisions about my life, my career, whatever it is. I just want to do everything with
Why?
like,
You gotta have a
intention.
strong why.
whether it be a good intention or a bad intention.
Yeah.
I want to know what my intention is
Yeah.
in anything that I do, because sometimes I feel like I do things for the sake of it being good, and it's like, okay, but what does that even mean? Like, what is your intention? So when you said that, I was like, yeah, okay, I've reflected that this week.
Yeah.
Tick.
Sick. I'll touch on a few other things. Looking after your neighbours. Looking after your neighbours is very, very, very important. Oftentimes we think about ourselves and we think about, what am I doing to better myself, or what am I doing to benefit myself? But there's two halves of this. You know, when again, I'm gonna paraphrase one of the hadiths, but one of the Sahabas asked the Prophet, you know, what are the characteristics of the people of Jannah, of heaven?
Mm-hmm.
And he said, one of them, I'm not gonna say one of them because I can't remember, but the second one was your character towards other people,
100%.
because you're in this world and you're sharing it with human beings. So your relationship not only is with God, but it is with people. So you should be always having the best sort of character towards human beings, but your neighborhood as well. So your immediate neighbors, even like your places of worship, whether it be your churches, whether it be your masjid, your family is so crucial to, you know, tie up those cracks,
Yeah.
close those gaps with your family members who you might have disputes with. And I, for one, I'm the worst when it comes to this kind of thing, because my relationship with my family is poor because I don't make effort. So that's something that I need to work on 100%.
I don't think I'm in that sense. I kind of agree with you, but do you know what it is? I think I have one bad character that I realized this Ramadan.
Yeah.
I just have this thing where I go quiet. I just don't
What
want
do
to
you mean?
react.
Oh, you don't want to? Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't react to people, and it's so bad because I realize I'm not confrontational. That's why.
You're not yeah, no, I realize that as well.
Yeah, I don't like confrontation. I just think it's so unnecessary. I don't like people seeing that side of me.
Yep.
I don't like seeing that side of me. Like, it's just a no-go. And I think I left that 2 years ago, where there was just at one point I got really, 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 like, angry.
Right.
Because it's raining. It's fine.
Is it raining? No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
It's fine. And I was like, okay, well, I never want to get to that point again. And I'm not saying I'm fearful of getting to that kind of, like, I'd say bad side of me. It's a side that I don't ever want to, like, touch into.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's made me really reflect as well this Ramadan that I need to actually start telling people
Yeah, it's
how
about
I
finding
feel
the balance, isn't
to
it?
address certain situations. But it's hard because it's like,
Once you get started.
what do you do? Yeah, what do you do when this is how the person is? And this is how your family are?
Do you know, I think there's a fine line, of approaching a situation and not going too far into it. So it's like once you know someone is a certain way.
Lying.
Yeah, but once you know someone is a certain way, you know where not to delve into. So for example, there's someone who is so number one, they could be ignorant. Number two, they could be really, what's that word? When they don't let something go, or they don't.
Oh, they're
What's that word, man?
They just don't let things go.
Yeah, so if you're having a confrontation with someone and they're so fixated on their argument that they won't see any other way, you know not to just
so it's like I just go quiet, and I realised that's not the way I should be, because years will go past like that, and it's like, whoa, I have looked at certain situations where it's like I have not seen people for years, and it's like, okay, well, we need to change this narrative, because I'm talking about community and whatever, but I'm out here just like,
yeah, man, you
roaming
need to
these
fix
streets.
what's in front of you first before you can venture out there. 100%.
Okay, well, I'll be working on that next week.
For sure. Oh, let us know what happens as well, man. This will be interesting. Tell us a few stories next week.
If I come with any breezes, then you know.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
All right, we're moving on to next. So those are my few tips on how to take advantage of the first 10 days. Hope that helps.
Amazing.
Thank you.
So Seven Kings Mosque.
All right, let's touch on this. So when I first heard about it, someone sent me a link about a shooting happening in Seven Kings Mosque. My immediate thought was, oh my God, we're 5 days in. Really? This is a bit soon. And it's so bad that I'm even expecting something to happen.
But I mean, we spoke about that
a
few episodes ago. We were like, this is bound
I still
to
do
happen.
think something will happen.
Yeah, I don't think that's a big deal. That one wasn't a big thing.
A shooting at a mosque?
Yeah, I mean...
Hello?
Yeah, I know, but like...
Yeah, no.
Normally it's something like really
huge,
tragic.
Yeah, really big.
Yeah. That tends to happen during Ramadan. I mean, I don't want to really wish that upon my brothers and sisters, but like, you know... It's
something that we're expecting, but... do you know what I've been really happy about, though? The last 7 days where I've been going to mosques and stuff, the security has been tight.
Really?
Yeah, and I've seen a couple police presence as well, which has been good.
I appreciate that.
For the community. So, you can hope that we can get through the 30 days.
But then there's so many mosques in London.
So many. Ridiculous.
Like, not even just London.
Yeah.
In the UK.
And I realised this the other day, because I'm always out and about every day, right? And I'm always in different sort of areas. So for me, I've gotten into this habit now where I'm trying to free up time so I can go to the masjid and pray. Yeah. And wherever I am, I just go on Google local mosque, and there's always a mosque, like within a mile.
Yeah,
which is great.
Even a small one.
Yeah. So if, for example, in Camden, there's literally one like 2 minutes away.
Oh,
I don't know. There's one next to like Burger King, in that little alleyway. I haven't been there.
That's new, isn't it?
I don't know if it's new.
Yeah,
I haven't been there.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, but there's another one near Mornington.
Mornington Crescent.
Yeah.
Because I just go to the one in Regis Park.
That's what it's called. Ar-Rahman. I don't know. My nieces and nephews go there for
there
Arabic class. Yeah. So moving on. So 30 minutes into the prayer.
Wait, hold on. Yeah. Oh yeah. So you can tell me more about this, because I didn't really look into it until someone confirmed to me that it wasn't as big of a deal. So go on.
So 30 minutes into the night prayer. So during Ramadan, I think maybe we can explain what Tarawih is. So Tarawih is like, so after you've broken your fast, and you've had your meal, around, I'd say 10 o'clock. Yeah. You would go to the mosque and you would do quite long prayers. Yeah, it's called a night prayer. Yeah. It's like, and also, actually, I just want to
put this in there that a night prayer is something which happens all year round, but especially
Yeah.
during Ramadan, this is when Muslims carry out this ritual. I don't know why, but I think
To
the Prophet.
No, it's because of the
Oh, sorry, yeah.
the
So the
Quran.
Quran was revealed in Ramadan,
yeah.
and Muslims, I mean, the majority of mosques, they carry out a ritual where they complete the Quran
Yeah.
in the month.
Yeah.
There you go.
Exactly. And then there's a certain amount of prayers that you do.
Mm,
So 30 minutes into this prayer,
you're right.
all they hear is boo, 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 boo. I don't
Quality
know
sound
why.
effects. Quality.
Sorry. I
Yeah.
don't know why I just did that.
That's
And yeah, there was someone that was masked, so they
Mm.
couldn't see his face, and he was acting suspicious. And then he just basically started shooting.
Mm.
But apparently, Scotland Yard said that early investigations suggest that
Right.
the gun was a blank firing handgun.
Yeah. Fucking stuff. Idiot.
I
Such
mean,
an idiot.
if there wasn't any bullets,
Yeah.
then of course that's true.
Yeah.
But why is it that this was? I feel so sorry for people that are like going to the mosque.
Mm.
Obviously, as a man, you're kind of not forced to go to Tarawih, but it's you kind of have to go to the mosque to pray. And it's like, why is it that people feel unsafe going to the mosque?
Why should people
And
feel unsafe?
yeah, and it's like kids go to the mosque too
Mm.
as well, especially if the parents or the mother, for example, would like to go to the mosque and spend time in the mosque, and she has to take her kids with her. Like, at what point and how do we put security measures? There's what kind of measures can we even put in? We can't have a police officer at every single mosque.
No, you can't. But unfortunately, we're at
It's
a point
like-
in history where it's you can't. It's impossible to defend every single mosque and every single Muslim. It's just impossible.
So do we hire
No, you can't do
Muslim
anything.
security
No.
guards
I mean-
with guns?
You should ideally, because
Why are
the-
they allowed to have guns?
the way the Jewish community have set themselves up is they have everything in place. They have their own hospitals, their own schools, their own, security force. They've
But
got
so most of them are in one area, no?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I was gonna say, yeah. So they have it all systemized and they've protected themselves so well. But for Muslims, it's difficult because we're such a wide community and we're spread out in throughout the whole of the UK. It's almost impossible to sort of monitor these kind of things. But I just think, do you know what? Yeah, we're at a point now where things are so bad. It's like you can't really do anything about it. Like, what can you do?
I mean, even if we were to do anything about it, there was barely any media coverage.
Mm.
I didn't even know about it till like basically yesterday.
Yeah.
And no one spoke about it. I mean, there was a few articles, but they just have to cover it for the sake
Can I
of
turn this off?
covering it. Yeah, sure.
It's hella cold. Yeah.
And I just think it's so disrespectful that, like, the mayor hasn't even spoke about it. I mean, Ilford's mayor.
Ilford has a mayor.
I don't know. Is it a mayor or MP? That's it. MP.
Yeah.
They've spoken about it and they got in touch with the police and so on. But what about London's mayor? No,
Yeah.
we're not going to talk about that now. It's
Trust
not
me.
important. Prime Minister, you're not going to talk about it? No?
Trust.
It's been a hate crime. There's been a shooting.
I don't know. Man.
Whether it was a real gun or not,
Yeah, regardless,
it's
innit?
still an attack. The police are not going to do a statement about it? Or do we just like put it underneath the carpet because, it's going to, put
Doesn't even surprise
limelight
me anymore.
into
I'm
it-
just
Yeah, but then these attacks, it's one of those things. It's like everyone's copying each other now. All these lunatics, obviously. So it's like if you put too much limelight onto it, it's obviously gonna
yeah.
not promote it necessarily, but
But it puts them onto that sort of media platform.
yeah,
that they're
exactly. So
wanting.
where is the balance?
There's no balance. I
It's-
mean, the balance is
There
that
isn't.
the balance really. I mean, look, this. It's so mad. This whole issue is so mad because this whole small issue, goes back hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years ago, where the Muslims are to blame because the Muslims wiped out themselves. If today we had an Islamic empire, hello, controversial little comment coming up. If today we had an Islamic empire, we wouldn't be in this mess. We wouldn't be in this situation because everyone would be looking out for themselves. But because we've got the Middle East fighting each other, because we've got Muslims blaming each other's sex, and we've got basically Muslims killing each other for no reason. We're in this mess. We're in this mess today, right now, because we do not know how to control our own communities. Fact or not?
I don't know, boy.
You got that nervous look on your face.
I'm like, what?
What did I just say? Look.
I mean, yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but it's like, this is today.
I know this is today.
Like, what do we do today?
This is the thing. We're so far into this, like, situation, into this mess, and we've become so, like, lost. We've lost our ways now, where what can we do? There's nothing we can do. Everywhere we go, there's a mess. The whole world is just a pit
Shambolic.
of fire. It's just burning. Literally, I don't have any answers.
I don't have any answers for that either. And I just think, I guess it's one of those things where you do what you can as a person.
Yeah.
And you do as much work as you can as a person. And just gather people that are like-minded to promote positive kind of like energy and just ideas and concepts. And I think it goes into our next topic where we will talk about one charity or organisation.
Yeah. Have you got a charity?
Yeah, I do.
So I've got a charity as well. I'll let you start.
Which one's yours?
No, you tell me. It won't be the same.
Okay, Ramadan 10.
Okay, no, it's not the same.
What's yours?
Mine is Help Your Team.
Okay, I don't know about them.
Oh.
So these people, they are a community institution, and they have open iftars for people who are not Muslim or Muslim, and it's in Tavistock Square.
Oh, okay.
So in between Euston and Russell Square.
Sick.
And they've been doing it for a couple of years now, because I remember when I was an undergrad student in my second year.
Did you go to the same uni, by the way, that you're going to now?
No, I went to Kingston and I'm at Birkbeck now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
I didn't even know Birkbeck existed when I went to Kingston.
Bro, Birkbeck's sick, man. I used to rinse out their library all the time.
It's alright. It's not that great, but anyways,
It's a big library.
it's a good library, but I just think they could do more with their students. But anyways, moving on.
Cool.
So yeah, I think it's really good because they've been doing it for years now, and they actually have this massive tent, and they've been endorsed by Lidl and a few other companies, and yeah, it's just like promoting like community, especially considering it is Ramadan. It really does like just promote Islam in the way it should be promoted.
Yeah, in the brightest light.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just like such a simple concept, and I think it's affected so many people. And yeah, like anyone can go there, homeless, not homeless, Muslim, not Muslim, and I think what they're doing is amazing. They are going to have some other open iftars in like Newcastle, Birmingham, Leicester, Manchester, Sheffield and Bradford. So if you guys want to check that out, they've got an Instagram page. If not, that's absolutely fine.
Shall I chat about my charity? It's not really my charity, but it's a charity I'm representing today.
Okay.
And I give you Help Your Team.
Oh, okay.
I will be speaking for the case of Help Your Team.
Okay.
Hopefully encouraging you to give money towards their cause.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah, you could donate to Open Iftar as well. They're trying to write.
Hey, you missed your chance,
No
man.
way! I didn't know we were doing that.
No, we're not. I just made it up.
Yeah, they're actually trying to fundraise £5,000, and they've reached their limit. No, halfway.
Yeah.
What am I talking about? Limit 2,500. That's what they've raised so far. So you guys can donate to that. It's always good to donate in the month of Ramadan. But
Trust
back
me.
to you, Farhan.
Thank you very much, Faiza.
Yeah.
I will take it from here.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so Help Your Team, yeah, basically what they are is your team, I think in Arabic is orphan. So what they do is they basically effectively help orphans around the world. So they focus on living conditions firstly, because obviously it's the most important thing in life is to make sure that you're supplied with clean water, clothes, clean water, food, clothes and a roof over your head. And then they also primarily focus on education as well, because they realize that giving children education is the best way to divert their attention from all of the suffering that they've been dealing with. So, from obviously having no parents, but then to also be diverted to things like child soldiers and trafficking
just-
and all that kind of stuff.
Just been exploited.
Yeah, like really, really. So
Because they're
like
vulnerable.
100%. So yeah, so they wanna provide poor children with a sense of, being able to empower themselves through education, which is great.
Amazing.
And when I this was basically a leaflet that was given to me as I was leaving the mosque. I don't usually pick up these leaflets because why would I? So I picked up this leaflet and I was like, wow, this is sick.
I could say man said, why would I?
No, I mean 90% of the time when you pick up leaflets, it's just like, oh, okay, fine. But
Yeah.
I read this leaflet and I was like, wow, this is such a great cause. Like I really
Mm.
want to try and help with this sort of, organizing.
Maybe-
There's hundreds.
Maybe you could become a volunteer ambassador.
What? Yeah, maybe. Look, I'm always up for doing these kind of things. But
Clearly.
one of the listen,
Clearly.
listen. One of the things that I was thinking about, I don't know if I should be saying, if I should be exposing this kind of news because I don't want evil eye on me. But inshallah in the future, yeah, I do want to adopt. I do want to adopt a child.
Can I ask you a question?
Go on, ask me a question.
What ethnicity would you like your child to be from?
Somewhere in a third world country,
Okay.
not Bangladesh,
Okay.
because I want my child to grow up knowing that he's an orphan, and to have that appreciation.
What?
Because, bruv, the way that I'm going to raise my children, yeah, I'm going to make sure that they have the best in life in terms of morals, education, and being able to understand the world that they live in.
Okay.
And for someone to be given all three of those, I would say is the most blessed person in the world. I would rather have, for me personally, I would rather have a full understanding of the world that I live in, how to become a terrific human being,
Okay.
develop the most amazing character, than to be given with everything, all the materialistic things in the world. Would you not?
Yeah, kind of. But I mean, sometimes I just wish my dad can turn around and be like, Pfizer, you've passed the test.
No, them ones. Here you go, buy
been-
something nice.
yeah,
Listen,
he's
I'm
like-
still waiting for my
No,
dad to
I'm
buy me
saying
a
as in,
car that he
like,
promised me.
It's been all a test. You don't need to not necessarily work anymore,
Yeah.
but I got you.
Nah, man.
I'm gonna clear all your uni
Nah.
debt.
Oh yeah,
Like,
that
it's
would be
been-
amazing.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
no,
it's been a
small things like that.
yeah,
No, don't get me wrong. I'll have my kids when it comes to these small little things, but I want my children to personally know how grateful they are to be living in a household where we prioritize you becoming a good human being rather than you
100%.
becoming someone who's wealthy and can
100%.
do whatever they want. Do you know what I mean?
Just being
So-
morally enriched.
Morally enriched, 100%.
Yeah.
So-
I think it's important.
Inshallah, we'll see what happens in it. But and also the Prophet was an orphan. Do you know what I mean? He lost
Yeah.
his mother and father, and actually one of the best deeds that you can do is take an orphan into your household. And
Yeah, I know.
do you know what I mean?
I would like to have a few. So
Really, a few
Yeah.
orphans.
a brother and
Yeah.
a sister.
Yeah.
Or two brothers and their sister, like a
Mm.
family, and then give them a family.
That's so
That
cute,
makes
man.
sense. Rather than just having one
Yeah.
child, and then everyone's like that orphan child.
Mm.
I'd rather,
We'll have sick parties, bare multicultural faces.
yeah. I mean, why not?
Let's do it. 10 years time.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Do you don't mind?
Yeah, I. Listen,
It's like, oh, okay.
yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, whatever.
I mean, let me first get through the first
Yeah.
stages of my life of
Yeah.
actually figuring out who I am first, and then
Faisal, will I
finding
be like a guest of honor at your wedding, or will I just be a
course.
standard guest? I'm just thinking.
what? Hold on, listen, I don't even have anyone right now.
No, I'm just saying,
That-
just because obviously,
To be honest, my ideal wedding would be to have something abroad.
really,
Yeah.
you flying me out. You best fly me out.
What? Nigga said that. Sorry, I didn't mean to say nigga. You said that you
Yeah.
want me to fly you out.
Yeah,
I
why
mean,
not?
if I have the money, I will fly everyone out. Why not?
Yeah,
you know what I
because
mean?
James Charles was his name? James Charles.
I don't want to talk about that.
He was
person.
flown out.
Yeah.
He's weird, fam. Can I just express how weird I
No,
think
he's
this
not
guy
weird.
is?
See, that's what I don't really want to go into.
He is
But
weird,
I just
fam.
don't really. I mean, we're in a very
Blessed
mellow,
month.
spiritual mood. I
Yeah.
don't really want to be interrupted by James and his
Antics.
him and Tatiana's
I like her, man. I think she's sick.
arguments. Like, I just
She's
don't-
petty, but
No, do you know what it is? It's like they just need to have drama to keep them relevant,
trust me.
and it's like do things that are purposeful. You're arguing about
Makeup.
him. No, not makeup necessarily. The fact that he basically
He went
was
on the gram,
endorsed.
posted a story.
by her competitor.
Yeah.
And then she's like, went on Twitter and was like, oh my god, he posted a picture of this product which is like my main competitor. Like he's a snake. Snaky move, yeah, but like just chat to him, innit? You know what I'm saying? Like, WhatsApp him, bro. Like, we don't need to know that. I'm sorry. Some
No.
arguments just keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
And I feel like people really underestimate like the importance of privacy.
Mm.
And like even there's a lot of relationships that I don't know, is it in the water or whatever it is, but a lot of people are breaking up.
Mm.
And I'm like,
Are they? Who's breaking up?
I don't know, like people, these people in the blogs. So that white guy and the black woman,
Yeah.
the guy with all the tats,
Yeah.
and the pretty black lady.
Mm-mm.
I don't know her name.
Yeah.
That singer who's a sing and her brother, her man's a boxer. Black lady.
I don't know these
She's
guys.
young. And her man's a boxer. I mean, if you're about that to her life,
Yeah,
you would
yeah,
know.
yeah.
I just don't know their names because I don't care. But yeah, like, yeah, a few people. Who else? A couple of people I know personally really shouldn't be mentioning that.
Yeah.
But anyways, moving on. I think
Archie.
Archie. I mean,
Well, Megan gave birth, and
his name is Archie. What is it?
why would you name your kid
Archie
Archie?
Harrison
Bruv? Archie, like,
Mountbatten Windsor.
you know what I think of when I think of Archie?
EastEnders.
Yeah, bruv.
The guy
Like
with
proper
the-
scummy. Like
I mean, he wasn't a scum. He was very malicious.
who?
Archie from EastEnders.
Oh
Don't you remember?
no,
He was horrible. He ruined Peggy Mitchell's life.
Peggy. Who's Archie again?
The white man.
No.
Was it Ronnie's dad?
Oh, Archie. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Bruv, that guy, fam. Wicked actor though. Sick.
Yeah,
He did
he's
a
a
wicked
good.
job.
But I think it's because he has like. Maybe he had a stroke,
Mm.
so some of his face looks quite.
Stern.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, very stern looking.
Mm.
Yeah. Anyways, moving on. So he's the 7th in line to the throne.
So lucky to see him on the throne.
Yeah, I mean,
If this was like the 16th century, he'd probably be on the throne right now. You know what I
you
mean?
think so? Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I
well,
mean,
back
he
then, the
wouldn't-
amount of people that were killed like every other week.
Yeah, it's true.
Mad
It's
thing.
true. So he was born on the 6th of May, at approximately 5:26, and he's the first child of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex.
Sorry. I just
It
did
was-
that on purpose.
You know when you're like, all right,
No, I'm
you
joking,
can
I'm
sta-
joking.
guys, he was
I
shaking
don't know
the
why,
car
I'm
as
just
well.
like, yeah. Alright,
Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily I have nothing to say. I mean, the only thing I can say is there's a hyper obsession of the race of this child, and it's quite scary actually.
yeah.
Like people are
I wonder
actually.
what he's going to look like. What's he going to look like?
He's
he's
just
just
gonna
gonna
look
look
like
white,
a
innit?
like a lighty.
Nah.
No, not a lighty. A light skinned mixed race.
He's not. He's going to look
Person.
white, man. Do you know why? Because she's mixed race. He's white. If a mixed race girl and
No,
a
it
white
doesn't
guy makes
matter.
a baby, it ends up looking white.
Not it does not always.
Unless you look deep into its features.
Not always.
Really?
It really doesn't matter. Like
Do you think it'll come up with afro hair?
you never know.
Oh my
I know
goodness me,
people
can you
that-
imagine?
I know people that are mixed race or quarter
Bruv, the queen
whatever.
would be so pissed.
and they don't look like anything.
Hmm.
It just all depends how you come out. To be honest,
Mm.
like a prime example is my nieces. I swear to you, like one of them is very dark skin, and the the other one is literally is light skin with like light brown hair and light eyes, and like they just completely look different. And even like their physiques, and like one of them is a bit chubbier,
Yeah.
the other one's really slim,
Yeah.
tall. Like it really just depends
Mm.
how God decides to design you.
Mm.
But yeah, we can move on, I guess. Do you
Alright,
want to
cool.
comment on anything?
No, not really. Other than Danny Baker. What's he on about, man?
He was racist.
Well, you say that, but apparently this has been a long time running joke
Oh,
that
is
he
it?
makes. He basically posts every time a royal family member gives birth.
Yeah.
He always posts a picture of a chimpanzee depicting them, because he's trying to basically highlight the classist sort of prosperity and sort of the difference between the royal family and everyone else. So this is what he said. He said, "My go-to photo when any posh people have a baby is the absurd chimpanzee in a top hat leaving the hospital. Had it not been Meghan, it would have been a perfectly good joke. I was trying to make a point about class and it's just preposterous." That's what he said.
No, that's not a joke that you need to be making
Yeah.
about people's babies.
I don't believe the
Don't
fact
come
that
for people's children, bruv.
no, because he said that he didn't know that this Meghan Markle had given birth.
He's such a liar.
Yeah, bro. Why would you put that
You're
picture
a
up
liar.
then?
You're racist. And you know what kills it? It's like his
Yeah.
views represent a majority of people in the UK anyway. So
Mm.
it's like a lot of people like questioning why he had been fired, to be honest.
What do you mean, why? We know why. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but this is what a lot of people think anyways. It's like he has a right of freedom to have freedom of speech and yada yada
Oh,
yada.
this is the bullshit sort of argument that I don't understand. And this,
But
like,
it's true
I'm sorry,
though.
but anytime someone comes out with that argument, you're exposing yourself. Because in the 21st century, to say that, oh, you know, freedom of speech, you're a racist in my books.
You think so?
Yeah, because people are scared to come out as a racist. In the 60s, fine, you could come out easily, but now you got to be covertly racist.
Yeah, you have to be politically correct. I mean, we'll just give it to them.
Trust.
At least the BBC did something about it.
Yeah.
And people know that they can't do stuff like that. But it's like your apology. Okay, my question to you is,
Go on.
do you think that his apology was genuine?
No.
Do you think that it can ever be genuine?
No.
Okay.
Only you will know whether your apology is genuine or not. But if you're gonna come up with a BS statement saying, "Oh, I wanted to publicly apologize to so and so because my actions were wrong and I shouldn't have done it," you're 100% not apologetic. If you're genuinely apologetic, you will do your absolute best to reach out to that person and talk to them and be like, "Look, what I did was messed up. I'm so sorry." Then you go to the public and say, "I've spoken to this person and I've told them that I'm sorry. Every bit of punishment that I get, I deserve, because that was totally out of line." But to come up with these stupid statements which are written for you to say like, "Oh,
Yeah, I know.
do you know
It's
what I
a bit
mean?
like that Meg, the Stillion. Is that her name?
Who?
The rapper.
I don't know."
The American rapper, where she went on a TV, not a TV, she went on a radio show, and her mother had passed away, I think this year. And the presenter was like, "Oh, so have you been?" And it was Mother's Day, and he was like, "Oh, have you been traveling with your mom?" And then she's your manager, la 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 la, and she's like, "What? My mom's dead."
Well,
And he had to like apologize to her, obviously. But she continued the interview. She finished it. She was very professional about it, and he sent her DMs and so on and yada yada. And like being in front of the media, it's like now your apology, you have to prove that you've apologized to this person
Yeah.
as well. It's like just people just need to be really, really, really careful. And I hope even with just like us in general, like the things that we do say, I hope we don't really like offend anyone. As much as like we're controversial and like we're very opinionated, I never would like to like know that what I've said has hurt people's feelings.
On one hand, of course, I don't want to offend anyone. I don't want to upset anyone. But on the other hand, it's just like, what do you want me to say? Because I'm only gonna tell you what I feel, and I'm only gonna justify it by coming up with rational reasoning.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna be like, I don't like so and so because I don't like so and so.
Yeah, I hear you.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, look, there's a fine line in it, and personally, I feel like I'm a morally cohesive human being.
Yeah.
And
I
I've
hope
got-
to believe so.
Yeah, and I've got, good norms and values.
Although you're an Aries man.
What, Aries good people, though, no? No, they are, right? They're friendly,
I'm
no?
joking, man. Continue.
Yeah. So, look,
I'm just trying to annoy you.
I think personally on this platform, we are two very good people who have very good opinions and who are respectful human
Yeah,
beings as well.
I hope so too.
If you got a problem with us, chat to me, innit? I'm here.
Okay, good.
Cool.
I think we're done with
Are we
this
done? Yeah.
photo.
I was so worried that we wouldn't, like,
Why are you always worried?
I was worried that we wouldn't be able to like fill the show, but
And I and
it's
you,
an hour and
you
10
asked me,
minutes.
am I a nervous person? Do I have anxiety?
No, I was just like, oh, like, are we gonna be able to fill the show with like?
Of course we have something.
Because we only had like 3 or 4 things to talk about, but we went in good depth. So
100%. I mean, I just knew. You know,
what? You just
the
knew
vibe
it.
is the vibe.
How did you feel about today's episode?
I loved it.
Are you-
Can we like say
Nah. Faiza's got this really bad habit of every single time we end the episode, she always said, first thing she'll say to me is, what do you think? Was that good? Was that good? Are you sure?
Why are you exposing me? Excuse me.
Are you sure?
Why are you putting my insecurities out there in the world?
People, can we just comment? Yeah, just leave a comment.
Whoa. Back
to
up,
let Faiza,
brother.
just to you know,
I know it's
reassure
like a
her
spiritual month and, you know, what, being honest
that
and
we're going
everything.
in, right?
Okay.
Listen, you're amazing.
Oh,
okay?
thank you.
And you make this show. Honestly, you do make the difference in this show.
Thank you.
Because if it was me and Nahia here, I'll be honest with you.
Why are you talking about Naya?
It's my guy, but come on. I had to stick it
Excuse
on
me,
him
we're
from
going to
time
end
to
this
time.
episode.
Ladies
on a
and gentlemen,
positive note, yeah.
Thank you very
Leave
much.
my friend Naya alone, yeah.
He'll be
A
back
whole
soon, though.
celebrity, you know.
Now he'll be back soon.
Guys, he's. Do you want to plug Nahir in?
Yeah, I'll
Since
plug
you
him in.
mentioned his name.
It's my guy, man.
Yeah.
What am I plugging him
He's
on?
a musician, excuse me.
Well, people know that he's a musician, innit?
Yeah, well,
Nahir
our new listeners
is
might
a
not know.
musician. It's my
Yeah.
guy. NXHYA on Spotify, iTunes, anything else that you want to listen to. And he
What
basically
kind of genre does he sing?
he's like a neo soul R&B. I don't know. That's what he's trying to go for anyway.
Okay.
He's trying to go for like a weekend sort of vibe.
Yeah, it's working. I like it.
Do you?
Very good. Yeah, very, 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 very talented. He plays the guitar as
Yeah,
well.
he plays guitar as well.
And
And he's gonna be doing a few collabs soon.
yeah.
So,
Um,
good.
okay.
Oh, are we having our special guest on next week?
Yes, we do. But
BTW.
let's TVC.
Okay, TBC to be confirmed.
Yeah.
We won't say anything now. Then.
Yeah, because you know it's Ramadan.
Yeah,
Everyone's
trust.
tired.
Yeah. I hear that.
You know. it is what
Anyway,
it
I
is.
think I've got a guest lined up. If actually I was supposed to have a guest on today,
Really.
and I didn't even reply to him when he said, "Do you still want me to come on tomorrow?" It's really bad. I need to message
Oh
him.
my God! You actually need to apologize
Yeah,
to him
trust.
live now.
I don't think he'll be listening.
Why not?
I don't know.
Just-
sorry, Nabil. I apologize.
We're sorry, Nabil.
Yeah.
You should message me next time. My Instagram is @_I am Pfizer.
You know he was gonna be my co-host.
Really?
He was in contention. He wanted to be.
Yeah, he should do it.
Nah, man.
He should join us.
Not reliable enough.
You really can't be talking about men like this. I mean, come on.
Oh god.
We've had
All right.
such a positive podcast.
It was good, didn't it?
And
Now we got
recording, I mean. And now you
fine.
want to be talking smack.
I'm still waiting for Thing to come back. What's his name?
Sadik.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Get
We'll
back to us,
see.
bro.
I'll holler at him. All right, boom.
All right, let me just conclude it. Thank you very much for listening to the Tomato Podcast, episode 37. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we have. Have you enjoyed it?
Yeah.
Come on, just be honest, man.
Yeah, I think it was quite good.
Ah, cool. If you guys
I'm a
want to,
perfectionist.
yeah, you are a perfectionist. If you guys want to connect with us and get that extra bonus edition included, then you can go and follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Podcast Tomato, Instagram at the Tomato Podcast. We are also on iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, and the rest of it at the Tomato Podcast. And you know what? And it's not because this is Ramadan, but it's all of those places, all of those platforms are absolutely free.
Yes.
And it's not because it's Ramadan, alright? It's been free for a hot sec, but it might change.
We need to get sound effects, honestly.
No, we will. I'm working on it. I told you the budget is growing.
Okay.
Every few pounds a day.
Sorry.
New mics, the new everything. Ooh,
Thanks
exciting.
for listening, guys.
Yeah, thanks for listening. We'll be back next week, same time.
Boom.
On the Tomato Podcast. More beneficial is what I wanted to say. Literally, the podcast just bugged out for like 2 minutes. It was bare weird. All right, cool. So we're going to conclude. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for listening to the Tomato Podcast, episode 36. Faiza, thanks for coming here and supporting me through every episode, as you do.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for having me.
How's your case, by the way? Your case is treating you well, yeah?
Huh?
Your case.
Absolutely. Everyone wants one.
I know. Sick.
Yeah, so
So
we will be selling them
It'll
shortly.
be coming to you
Yeah.
soon. And basically, until next time, we'll see you next time.
Oh, you
Bye.
didn't plug us in.
Oh, shit. That's the most important part.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Faisal, very much for reminding me. Wow, I don't know what came over me there. We are available on Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah.
Instagram at Podcast Tomato. Joking. Instagram at the Tomato Podcast.
Yes, exactly. Tick.
Twitter at Podcast Tomato.
Tick.
Okay. And we are also available. You will be very, very shocked to know.
Yeah.
We are also available on SoundCloud, YouTube, iTunes Podcast, Spotify, and the rest of it. And you know the best part about all of this?
But you didn't add it. Just the tomato. It's called the
It's
tomato.
called the
Podcast.
Tomato Podcast,
Right.
of course.
Okay.
It goes without saying. But something which is more important than that.
Oh, what is it?
All of these podcasts on all of these platforms are absolutely free.
Wow, they're free, guys.
I mean, I still can't believe it. All these weeks they've been free.
Oh my god.
I'm expecting them to be charging in the next few months. I don't know when, but I mean, for now, they're free.
Free.
They're absolutely free.
Free.
So I don't. What are you waiting for?
What
Go
are you
over.
waiting for?
I mean, whoever's listening to this is clearly listening to it on one of the platforms. But if you
Yeah.
want to listen to any other past,
Like,
previous
subscribe.
episode,
Yeah.
so yeah, bro, subscribe to the thing. Number one on Apple Podcasts. Give us a 5-star review if you liked it. Not
Yeah.
4, not 4.5. Yeah,
By
leave us a
force,
little
yeah?
message.
By force.
What do you mean force?
By force, they have to leave us a message.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. 5-star reviews only, please. At us on
Your
Twitter.
Ramadan deed.
Hashtag TTPod.
Okay.
That's right, TTPod.
Okay.
Trust me, man. We're coming up. We'll see you guys at the top.
Okay. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.